The After Dark with Jamie and Clint podcast is sponsored by Spicer Industries, LLC. Now, it's time to start the show.
When the sun goes down, we turn it up. After dark is when we fill your cup. Clint's got stories, Jamie's got jokes. The gloves are come off. After dark with Jamie and Clint. After dark, let the show begin. The gloves have come off, we're letting it fly. After dark is where the real talk lives.
Thank you, Delroy, too, for that introduction. Yes, this is After Dark with Jamie and Clint. I'm Clint. He's Jamie.
Still Jamie.
And we it's been a minute. It's been a minute.
It's been a crazy minute.
How you been?
Crazy.
Crazy.
How have you been? Just to tell our viewers out there, between life, busyness, but our weather, just a lot of stuff. But that's put a lot of things behind. Like it put me we had 2 winter storms, and each one put me 2 weeks behind.
Now these winter storms,
Mm-hmm.
we got down. Temperature got into the single digits.
Yeah, big time.
And
A lot, like extended periods.
yeah,
Not like a couple of nights, but a week or two.
yeah,
You know.
and
Yeah.
and then today it's 80 degrees.
It is Carolina weather.
Yeah,
If y'all don't know about this upstate Carolina weather, man,
and it's I think it's supposed to be like 40 in a couple of days.
is it?
Yeah,
Another cold snap.
yeah, another cold snap.
So I remember the last couple of years in March, I'm a big St. Patrick's Day guy.
Yeah.
And it's cold. It's always very cold and very rainy.
Mhm.
Right now, it's not. We don't know what it's going to be.
Delroy, what are we doing this episode?
We are doing quick hits where the guys pull questions out of a bowl and answer them. Back to you, Clint.
Quick hits. Thank you for that long intro. Yep, we're doing quick hits again. We love this. This is if this is the first time you've watched us, what quick hits is we've got a bowl. This is our
Bring it out.
yeah,
Bring out the bowl.
go ahead, our pumpkin bowl.
This is our Super Bowl.
Yeah, there you go.
Our Super Bowl.
And what we have in here is we have a bunch of questions, and we do not know what the questions are. And so what we do is we take turns. We draw a question out. We read it. It's the first time we read it, and we take turns, and we have 5 minutes to answer the question, and we have absolutely no idea what these questions are. And Delroy, too, did these questions. Most of the time we get questions from our listeners, but this time Delroy, too, did them.
Great intern, Delroy, too. Great. Doing a great job.
Good job. And so,
And the funny thing is, you were telling me before, these are not necessarily biblical questions, faith questions. This is a hodgepodge.
Yep.
This is a potluck, right?
potluck.
So we have no clue what this is even going to be like.
No, nope. We don't.
So hey, this is going to be a fun one.
All right.
Might get a little tricky. We'll say this too. Moving forward, we're still waiting on the new studio to be ready. Yeah, again, setbacks, but it's coming,
Mhm.
and it's coming along.
Mhm.
We got a lot of things happening. We're definitely going to be looking at guests,
Yes.
guest spots, book promotions, all this kind of stuff.
Yep.
So there's a lot of things coming down the pipe. But now we don't know exactly what it's going to look like
Mhm.
because it's all kind of up in the air.
Yeah.
There's a lot of changes going on, but I'm pretty excited about it.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I think this past year too, we've been just figuring it out ourselves. Like, who are we? What's our purpose?
Well, yeah, we had that, the first year we kind of knew what we were doing.
Mm-hmm.
And now, we're taking a different approach to it, and we're still figuring it out.
Oh yeah, yeah.
We do have some guests coming. Stay tuned for that. We got
And by the way, not just they might promote a book or I don't know, whatever they have, right?
Yeah.
Their own show. I don't know, but these are not just going to be random. Hey, I like you. You're a cool guest. It's going to have a point to it, right?
right
Experts in a particular field
Yeah.
or on a particular subject, or
Right.
particular experiences.
Yeah.
So it's going to probably hit the gamut all over the place.
Yeah, yeah.
So there'll be something for everybody. Can I say that?
Oh yeah,
I think that's
absolutely.
accurate.
Yeah, if you look
So-
at, well, if you could look at, the guests we already have lined up, you're right. It runs the gambit, and every one of them is a specific.
It's gonna be a wild ride.
Yeah.
I don't know if we can have Crazy Train as our theme, but it would be fitting if we could.
I wonder,
know what I'm saying?
I wonder if we can get permission for that one.
Hey, under 10
Yeah.
seconds, I don't know, but it's gonna be fun.
Yeah, Delroy, look that up. For
Check
All
it
right,
out.
let's go.
Let's
You
go.
want to go first, or you want me to?
Rock, paper, scissors.
Okay.
All right. Rock,
Paper, scissors, shoot.
What'd you do? You
That-
shoot me?
Dynamite.
Okay. I lost.
No.
Never know dynamite. What is that?
Yeah, dynamite. No, scissors beat dynamite. You cut
Huh?
you cut the fuse.
It's rock, paper, scissors.
Oh
Yeah.
All right.
The new age stuff,
All
man. Ready?
Oh,
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Yeah, I got
okay, there you got me. All right,
you. So you get to go.
I get to go in.
All right.
All right, here we go.
Dynamite. Get out of here. Dynamite. Good time.
I should have done. I should, this Spock.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's see. Is that one or two? That's two. Okay, there we go. One. Here we go. All right, you ready? Oh boy, Jesus. All right, here we go. What toxic trait does your spouse say you have that you don't think you have?
I thought it was about to say, what does your spouse have? I was like, oh, you about to get cut. Okay, timer is on.
All right, what toxic trait does your spouse say that you have that you don't think you have? This is easy for me. Road rage. My wife swears that I have road rage. I do not have road rage. I don't like. I can't stand. I can't tolerate stupid drivers.
Okay, fair enough.
But I'm not screaming and flipping the bird and grabbing my pistol and shooting it out the window or anything like that. Now, I will say that I do commentary.
Commentary. Because I was about to ask, why does she think you have this?
Yeah.
So what leads her to believe this?
Yeah, well, I just make commentary like, it's amazing somebody as stupid as you could even get out of bed in the morning.
Yeah, that's not really
That's not rude. I'm just commenting, I'm just kind of,
Is it in a loud, aggressive voice?
no, not. I don't think so. But I don't think so. But
She's gonna comment under the video and be like, "You're lying."
yeah. She can. Yeah, I got to turn comments off for this episode. No, it's
Fix that.
it's really I do I've got a low tolerance for
Stupidity.
look, if you're going to drive the speed limit, that's fine. Stay in the right lane. One of the things that really drives me insane is somebody that comes, it's 2-lane road or whatever, or say, it's interstate.
Yeah, interstate. We'll go with that.
And,
Charlotte traffic.
You're in the right lane, and, you come up and there's a car, behind, you come up on a car and that car is behind another car.
Yeah.
So, and they're all, they're slow. Both of them are slow, right? But the car you're behind, as you're approaching, you get over, I would get over, but then that car gets over too, to pass the first car, right?
Okay.
All right. So the first car, they're doing 55 miles an hour. Yeah. But that car that got over in front of you, they're doing 56 miles an hour.
56. Yeah.
Look, and that just drives me, but look, you're going to pass a car, that's fine, but if somebody's behind you,
Yeah.
scoot on, but now my ultimate number one, they somebody that is on the side road, side street, you're coming, they see you coming, and they pull out in front of you.
Oh,
And they go slow.
I was about to say that is my pet peeve. You I can't wait. I got to get out in front of you.
Yeah.
And then it's like 3 miles an hour.
If you were in
Why did you
such
do
a
that?
freaking hurry that you can't wait the 10 seconds for me to pass, then why in the world are you going 44 in a 45?
I would say you have road rage. You're raging now.
I'm not raging. I mean, I'm
You see it coming out.
you know, I mean, you know, seriously, it's just, you know, I don't have road rage. I don't have road rage, but you know,
I think you did good on that one.
yeah. My wife says that I have road rage. I do not think so.
Don't think so.
All right.
Okay.
All right. That's my answer.
That's your answer. Guess it's my turn then. Let's see. I always get the weird, stupid, crazy, controversial. This can't be too bad though. Let's see. I need my glasses.
Getting old sucks.
Absolutely. All right. What one thing do you eat? Okay, this is easy. That other people think is weird. Start. Caleb, your son-in-law, actually. Bethany, I'm going to get these to him. I've been promising them for over a year. Hog jowls. You ever had a hog jowl?
Yeah.
I love hog jowls. Hog jowl is literally the face of the pig.
Yeah.
And I already grossed some of y'all out, you know. But I always said it like this. It's like bacon and fatback had a baby, you know? So when I first cooked them, and they do smell weird when you cook them, kind of like chitlins.
Yeah.
They smell weird. I don't eat chitlins. I have, but I don't enjoy those. But when I first married Casey, the first time I got them to cook them, she saw them, she said, "What is this? Some kind of weird bacon?" I was like, "No, this is a hog jowl. What is that?" I explained it. I ain't eating that. She didn't want me to cook it in the house. So I put them, you know, in there and cooked them, whatever. And then she was like, "Let me try one." Oh, her and the kids ate them all.
Oh.
Now they're hooked. And she'll tell people, "It's like fatback and bacon had a baby." And I guess that's a weird one. I don't really think it's weird.
Well, now, you know, you're talking about, you know, the jaw of the pig.
Yeah.
You know, barbacoa is a Mexican delicacy, and it's the meat from the cow's skull.
Yeah.
And
I've heard of that.
It is very
Cheap meat, stuff like that.
Yeah. Oh, it's very good. If I could jump in, I will say, you know, I will say this. I put peanut butter on my pizza, and people think it's weird.
Did you say peanut butter on your pizza?
Peanut butter on my pizza.
Yeah, that's weird, dude.
Change your
It's not
life.
gross, it's just weird. It ain't gonna change my life.
It's gonna change it.
runs or
Oh,
something.
no. And another thing to do is take a pinch, just
Uh-huh.
a little bit, just a pinch of salt, and sprinkle it on your ice cream.
I could see that because you do make it with that. Yeah.
Yeah,
I can
it's
see
good,
that.
good. But yeah,
That was an easy one right there,
Yeah,
man.
that's-
That was super easy.
Yeah, you got.
So yeah, I got an easy one. Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
got an easy one.
See what you get.
All right, here we go. Let's see. Maybe I got the dark. All right. Here we go. All right. The podcast is called After Dark. Does that mean that you are a night owl?
Well,
Hey, you know, anybody that knows me, will tell you that I used to say a lot, "It's still early," no matter what time it is. Sun can be coming up, but it's still early. So I used to be a big night owl. I think I still am, but I'm a morning person. I just don't sleep. So I'm a night owl and a morning person at the same time.
Yeah,
You know,
you don't sleep a lot.
I just don't sleep. But I'm definitely a night owl. Yeah, I want that on my tombstone.
What? I'm a
It's
night
still
owl?
early. It's
You're
still early. It's still early.
I used to be a night owl. My creative juices flow at night. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
But I don't stay up. I can't stay up late. I like to sleep.
Yeah.
So.
No, I like sleep. I just don't.
It's like I like it. I
I-
just don't do it.
Yeah, I just don't do it. I just, and,
Gypsy.
yeah.
Or we call it after dark though, because we talk about things that, you know, normally Christians might not talk about until it's like hush hush.
and then
You know.
the kids are going to bed,
Yeah,
kind
kinda
of thing.
thing.
Yeah, it's more of
Yes, it's cool.
adult conversations.
Well, that was a good man. Easy. This
Yeah.
look, let's shake it up.
Yeah, this is kind of boring. I
It
want,
didn't really even shake up. No,
Yeah.
let's see. Got to be something good and juicy in here.
yeah, come on.
Let's see. Maybe I don't need my glasses for this one. Besides your spouse and kids, name one person who always makes your day better, no matter how bad it is. Well, that was very G-rated.
Mm-hmm.
But does it have to be a person?
I like your dog.
My dog Maggie,
Mm.
my little baby Maggie. I'll have to get you a picture. She can put it up.
Yeah.
But now I have 4 dogs.
Mhm.
Got Maggie, Prince. That's my poodles that are in the house. Got a Copper and Delilah, my bird dogs outside.
Mm.
But Maggie, that's my little baby.
Yeah.
Makes my whole day. I put a post up about her yesterday. I don't care if they hate on me. I love my poodle. I do.
Yeah.
And she follows me around everywhere and all that stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, she makes my day better. But person though, I don't know. I mean, it'd have to be her, man.
Oh wow. Yeah.
That's crazy. Huh?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I mean, I love you all. She's just special.
Yeah.
I don't know what to say, man.
Yeah. For me, I don't know if we're supposed to answer together. Or
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
You know,
Okay.
for me, I would say my friend Ashley, big heart. Most of you know the stories of the tattoo, but
Yeah, we did one on that. Yeah.
yeah, we did an episode on that. But it was Ashley is the one that deciphered
Yeah.
that
yeah, I
for
remember
me,
that.
and she just has a big heart for people, and just always puts other people first,
Yeah.
and kind of thing. So
That's cool.
you can call her and ask her, well, how's your day going? And the next thing you know, she's turning around and and the next
She's
thing
one
you
of
know,
those people.
you're talking about yourself, like, hey, I called to see how you were doing,
Yeah.
and,
Yeah.
So, she always makes a day brighter whenever, I get a text or a phone call, or, I can tell from, my wife when Ashley calls my wife, I know immediately she's on the phone.
Yeah.
Just
By how she is.
just the way my wife beams, I'm like, nah, you're on the phone with Ashley. Yeah, she's God made her special, really. Yeah.
Do you know that we have answered
Good
these
person.
questions in 2 minutes each
Shoot,
time?
we got to have some hard.
That is like record for us.
Yeah. I mean, because we usually go way over.
I mean, well, this is it's a nice little break
Yeah.
and ease back in and
Yeah, kind of
before we get heavy.
softball
Yeah,
kind of things.
Yeah.
Delroy, your questions stink.
Well, you know what? Delroy 3. I'll be around the corner. I'm playing. Or am I? I don't know. Kidding, you're doing great.
All right. All right. Now we got to get one here.
Oh, okay.
All
I'm
right, we gotta
excited.
get
Let's
them.
go.
Here
I'm
we go.
ready. I'm ready to
Here
hit
we
it. All right, here we go.
All right. If they make an action figure of you, what 2 accessories would it come with?
Wow, what a loaded, dangerous question.
If they made an action figure of me, what 2 accessories would it come with?
I've already got it in my mind what yours would be.
I would say a cigar and a glass of brandy.
I was thinking something like that. It's very similar. Yeah.
There you go. That would be.
That'd be it. That's super easy.
I would love to say something spiritual, a Bible and a
Machine
rosary
gun.
or something. Oh yeah, and my AR and or something like that.
But it's more.
Yeah, I would. Yeah,
It's
I
more
would say.
accurate.
I would say. Yeah, it would be a cigar and a glass of brandy. What about you?
I don't really know. I'm thinking, man, what would I narrow it down to? We should have asked each other that question and answered it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I would think 2 accessories, action figure.
Mm-hmm. I know.
Cup of coffee.
There's one of them.
Did you think of that?
That's
Cup
one
of
them.
coffee.
Yep.
I don't know. I'm a karate guy. Nunchucks.
That's exactly.
What do you think of that?
You read my mind.
Look,
That was the
we
two.
know.
Yep.
We know.
Yep. Cup of coffee and nunchucks.
There you go, baby. Or a samurai sword. That'd be cool. They're interchangeable.
Oh, I got a katana over there.
Do you?
Yeah.
Should bring it out sometime.
Yeah.
Oh, I see it.
Yeah.
That's a nice one.
The Golden Dragon. That was I can't pronounce his name now, but like Yoshihara is his first name.
Okay.
So
So that's an authentic one.
yeah. All right. I
Let's
thought it
see.
was going to take longer than that one. That
Is it?
action figure is pretty good.
If your life had a theme song, what would it be? I tell you what, let's do something a little fun.
All right.
I'll ask it to, well, I don't know, how will we do that? We'll answer for each other.
Oh,
Get it?
okay. Yeah.
So If my life had a theme song, what do you think it would be?
Oh, wow.
And then I'll do it for you.
Oh, wow.
Maybe that'll make it a little more spicy.
They just, because I love the song, hate me if you want, but I love the song. Everybody was contemplating.
I knew he was going to say it. I knew he was going to say it. Am I that cliche, man? I knew he was going to say that.
All right. So.
Yours, do you like pina coladas? Is that what the pina colada song?
Escape by Rupert Holmes.
Yep. Do you like pina coladas? That'd be yours.
Oh,
were you thinking that?
No.
What would you think would be yours?
Oh, gosh. Theme song to my...
Mine would be A Pirate Looks at 40. Could be yours, too.
Whoa, yes.
Or Son of a Sailor.
Yeah. No, Pirate Looks at 40. Yeah, Mother Ocean. Yeah.
You know, I told Alex, my son, once, I said, dude, because I was in the Navy Reserve briefly. You know, I got my last leg. So nothing like you, man. You're a true Navy guy. But I was there. So I told him, I said, you know, if you ever have a son, he will be the son of a sailor.
Yeah.
And he just stared at me. So that's that. I guess that joke.
Dropped.
Man, we got that one in less than, what was that?
Well, I think I hit my boom.
Oh, I thought it was like a really cool sound effect.
Did you do that way?
It was really neat.
Okay.
Well,
who went that?
I did that one. So,
Okay.
but if it fits,
Okay.
we can ask each other.
All right.
Right? We'll answer it, whatever.
Okay. Let me read it first before reading it out loud. No, it's more of just what is it like in the studio before you start recording? And how long does it take to record an episode?
That's a tricky question.
Yeah. What's it like in the studio before we start recording? It is.
It's a leg limp.
Yeah.
I just don't know. Just looking around thinking, oh, what is it like? Oh,
No, I think he was talking about, like us, but you just saw it right there.
Yeah.
It's just, we don't talk. We don't really prep the show. We want it to be, I mean, we do prep, but we don't. It's not script,
It's not scripted at all. No.
We'll have an outline. Here's an outline that we're going to do. Whatever, and we'll hit those points.
Yeah.
But
I'd say that's right.
what we discuss or anything is just right off the top of our heads, and except for like this and this, we have absolutely no idea.
Mm-hmm.
But so before we start recording, it's sound check, and we're just talking about stuff. I don't know, just
catching up.
Yeah,
current events.
Yeah, just and throwing ideas. Hey, I talked to this guy this past week, and he mentioned this. What do you think about doing a topic on that or whatever? So, that's pretty much it. Sound check and placing. Make sure to the equipment's recording and all that stuff. But as far as how long it takes, it depends on how talkative we are. I mean,
That's true.
I mean, we
And how many rabbits we chased?
Yeah,
We chased a lot of rabbits.
now what we try to do, we try to keep it at ballpark about 45 minutes. Less. We don't want to go anything less than 30. We got plenty of material when they were have to do that.
Oh yeah.
But
bore you to death, probably, honestly.
yeah.
But we can talk.
Yeah, we can talk. So, but sometimes it depends on if there are certain points that we want to get out.
Yeah, I've said that.
We'll go over 45 minutes to like an hour. But as far as time that we record, the stuff that we cut out, a good 2 hours.
Sometimes, yeah. We've went 3 hours.
Yes,
we have went deep before.
Yeah,
but it has to be that way because, and I'll say this: what's it like before? And the same thing. When we started doing this thing, we were like, we don't want it to be canned and scripted.
Right. Yeah.
We want a direction, but we want it to be off the cuff. Like we want it to be, this is real and raw, who we are, what we really think.
Yeah.
Instead of saying, I don't know, polish it, don't say it this way. We don't do all of that.
Right.
We want it to be real.
It's two guys
So,
talking.
Two guys talking, yeah. And so what you hear is honestly what we think.
Yeah.
And opinions change. So as we grow as people, we may come back later and you may say, well, episode a year ago, you said this.
Yeah.
But that's the beauty of us. We don't have an agenda.
Right.
We don't have a preconceived. We're just there. And yeah, as long as it takes to record, I mean, really, it just depends on what we're talking about.
Yeah.
And Delroy's great at splitting it up into multiple episodes and things like that.
Yeah.
But
yeah, that's it.
nothing magical about it, really.
Delroy, your
I don't know if anybody else does that, but I like to think it's pretty unique.
Yeah, I don't think so. I think people, they rehearse, and I think I do know certain national podcasts, they actually record multiple takes of the same episode.
Really?
And so
Maybe we should do that.
and then they cut it. Like they'll take like the first take on
like
this segment and the third take of this segment, and
Like a movie.
basically, yeah. Mm-hmm.
If we did that, we'd be here 24 hours.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, no, we ain't going to do it.
All right, you'll go.
All right, my go. All right. and as we're sitting here talking, I already have other ideas of something I saw on Facebook that just hit me.
Yeah.
Of a situation. Remind me of that when we're off air, and I'll bring it up.
Okay.
See? That's how I guess.
There you go. There you go.
All right. What are 3 words you would use to describe yourself? So we'll start, and I'll ask you, what are 3 words you would use to describe me, and then I'll do that with you. And listen, be brutally honest. Don't be nice.
Yeah. I would say
Flaky.
no, I wouldn't say flaky.
Late.
Number one, funny. I would say funny.
I appreciate that.
I would say very dedicated. I would disorganized.
I was going to say, please say something real.
Yeah.
Please be brutally honest.
Well,
Very disorganized.
I would say funny, dedicated, and disorganized.
I appreciate that. What are 3 words I would use to describe you? Let's say highly intelligent. That's 2 words, but I'd have to put it together. Highly intelligent, very intelligent. Multi-skilled, and a multitasker.
So 9 words.
No, well,
Oh,
I'm putting them together. You know what I mean? Linking them.
Oh,
They
hyphen.
have dashes.
You do
Hyphens. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because that's you, man. Like you definitely are just an intelligent fellow. Like a lot of
thank
different
you.
areas, and the skill sets that you have, and all these different everything from I don't even know the technology stuff to music to this to that to the other theology, all that. And then what's the other part? The multitasking. Like I go nuts. Like you said, disorganized.
Yeah.
If I had to do a third of what you have to do all at once, it just wouldn't get done. That's a fact. It wouldn't get done.
Hey,
But you're skilled at that, and I think that's why we compliment each other. And you're patient because you're patient with me.
oh.
That's a good thing.
And I don't I guess it's the way I'm wired. It's when I start something, I gotta finish it. I mean, even if it's a sentence, if I go to say something and somebody interrupts and they finish it for me, I still have to say it. I gotta finish what I
You got to finish it.
I gotta finish what I started.
All right, let's move on.
All right, my go, right?
Your go.
God, Delroy, seriously, dude, we got to do better next time.
But we'll give him grace. He's a young fella. He's done good on some things. So we'll give you some grace, Delroy. This is it, though. Next time you're done.
Okay, here we go. This is one we can ask each other.
Okay. I'm ready.
All right.
I think.
All right. So, Jamie, if there was a zombie apocalypse, which of the two of us would survive and why?
They on the CDC website they have a thing and had it for years about zombie apocalypse.
Seriously?
Look it up. It's a real deal. I'm not kidding you. So I would say which of the two of us would survive?
In your opinion, which of the two of us would survive the zombie apocalypse?
Okay.
And why?
I think I would survive. I can only speak for me on that end because I've watched enough Walking Dead. I can use swords, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm going to cut your head off. Yeah, I think I would survive in that regard.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to say you wouldn't, but I think I've got a good chance.
Well, yeah,
But-
the way the question is posed, and only one of us would.
It'd be me.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be me.
Okay.
Because you get winded. Because you got the breathing issue, you know what I'm saying? So I just outrun you, man. That'd be it.
God, oh my God.
I don't know. That's mean, but it's true. I don't know.
All right.
Now you can go for the throat, man. Take me out.
Thank you, Navy. The United
Yeah,
States
they did
Navy
it to
for
you.
that, right? No, honestly, seriously, I would say between the two of us, I think you would survive, and the reason why, it's asking why, because eventually I would run out of bullets.
True. Yeah.
Yeah,
Using
and
the bullets.
you're right. I get winded, and
But I don't think you would be the guy that would be figuring out how to use the technology against them.
I don't think.
I
it'd
think
be,
we would need it. Yeah, that'd have to be something.
Mm.
Have you ever not watched The Walking Dead? They still had electricity. There's nobody there to cut it off.
Yeah, but I mean, like coal plants, they're going to run out. A nuclear plant, I can see,
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. I just,
but like coal plants, they're going to go out.
do we still have coal plants?
Yeah.
I saw a sign the other day about coal for sale, and I was like, do people buy coal?
Well, I don't know. That's
Yeah, well,
That's
that
my
was a
question.
good one. It was a weird one. My God.
anyway, zombie apocalypse. Yeah, we both agree Jamie would win. Or he would.
And then if it actually happened, I'd be the first one to die. That's how ironic it would be. I'd go. Okay, how about it? Tell us about the first time you met your co-host and what was your impression of him? Okay.
Mm.
I can start this one off because I think you've said before you don't remember me from this time, but I remember you. So we both worked at a weld shop, basically. They built trucks and tankers and all that. And I was on a parts counter, but I was in, because it had two different parts counters, right? One was like the retail up front, whatever. But I was in the one where it supplied the stuff to the guys that were building the stuff. Yeah, internal. And you were the computer guy, or one of them. They had like two or three, maybe. I can't remember.
Yeah,
at least two.
Okay.
And you would come back sometimes, and you were always well dressed and looked clean, and I looked like a bum, because I'm back there getting greasy and hot and whatever. And that's how I remember you. So we would pass each other. I'd see you in the break room. We'd chat here and there. But I remember faces.
Yeah.
So that's how I remembered you.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people just don't remember. Like I won't forget a face.
Yeah.
I might forget a name, but that's how I met you.
Oh, yeah.
And then years later, it was many years later, actually.
Yeah.
Many years later, we were at co-op. I was at a co-op with my daughter doing homeschool. Met Ginger, kids.
Yeah.
Next thing, it's like, oh, what a small world. And then our youngest, my oldest and your youngest daughter became besties for the resties and still are to this day.
Yeah. Still are.
Still are to this day.
Yeah.
Been in each other's weddings, all that stuff.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right, so what about you?
Yeah.
The time that you remember. That's okay.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
Time I remember. It was at the karate school. My youngest was taking classes from you.
Oh, we met before that. Did we not?
That's the earliest I remember. Because I didn't go to any of the co-op stuff.
Okay, fair enough.
But yeah, it was at the karate school. And I was like, "Oh, I remember you."
He didn't remember.
No, I was lying out.
It's okay.
I got to tell this story just because these are sucky questions. I got to tell this story. At the company that we worked at, there was one of the company presidents. He called me. I was in my office and he calls me and he says, "Come to my office. My computer's making a weird sound."
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. I'll be right there. And so hung up the phone and immediately got up and walked. Now, my office, there was 1, 2, and then the hallway turned and he was the third door. So 3 offices down was his office. He called me. And so I walk out and I go to his office, and his initials were TW. Okay. And
what are you talking about?
So I get to his office. His door's open. I get to his office, and he's not there. And I thought, this joker just called me literally like 20 seconds. And did he walk out?
Yeah.
And so I and I just kind of said out loud, I said, well, where'd he go? And when I said that, his head popped up from behind his desk like a gopher. He's just
Like a gopher.
he's like, a groundhog, or he pops his head up like it. I'm like, and he goes, come here. And I walk around. He is behind his desk on his hands and knees. Now, I mean, he's got 3-piece suit on, he just come from a customer's.
Yeah.
And he's on his hands and knees. He walk over and he goes, come here, listen. It doesn't make it all the time. And he literally puts his ear, his computer is on the floor underneath his desk. He literally puts his ear to the computer. And he goes, you hear that? And I said, no, sir, I can't. I can't hear anything over the sound of the gardener outside your window trimming the hedges.
Is that what it was?
And he looked up. And he looked up, and he got up and he dusted his knees off. He got up and he straightened himself up. And he said, "You breathe a word of this to anybody, and I'll kill you."
And now,
yeah, and now everybody knows. But
right.
anyway,
that's a good one.
Okay. Did you go to that?
I did. Your go.
Oh, my go. Okay. Come on now. Just got these questions.
That's okay. We're having a good time.
All right.
Don't worry. It'll get deep soon.
Okay. Here we go. Okay. Here we go. This is one for both of us.
Okay.
All right. So the question is, if they made a movie of your life, who would play your co-host?
Who would play your co-host?
That's a twist. You usually
Okay.
who would play you?
Yeah.
But if they made a movie of your life, who would play your co-host? So who would play me? They made a movie of your life.
And this can be an actor alive or dead, right? It could be just anybody. I'm going to go with that because it's got to be somebody that fits the persona,
Yeah.
right? Who would? Golly, man. Oh, my mind's blank. But I got Tom Hanks.
Tom Hanks.
Yeah.
My wife would love that.
She likes Tom Hanks.
Oh, she loves Tom Hanks.
That's the vision I was having. That was his
Tom
face.
Hanks.
And I was like, Tom Hanks. Yeah.
All right. So if
I
they
hope it's
made a
not an
movie, no, she loves Tom Hanks.
Yeah.
If they made a movie of my life, who would play Jamie? Ryan Reynolds.
Ray, I'll go with Ryan Reynolds.
Ryan Reynolds.
Somebody said Matthew McConaughey, but I'll take Ryan Reynolds. Yeah.
I'd say Ryan Reynolds, definitely.
Because I'm ripped. Looking like him.
You're funny.
Okay. Nope. You don't look nothing like him. I was going to say for me, Christopher Walken, because I've always got Walken. The look,
Yeah. I'd see that. Yeah.
That was a good one. I did a picture once where he's like doing this number here. I had a T-shirt with him on it, and his hair is crazy. So I got mine. I was like, anyway.
Hey, do me a favor.
What's that?
Say more cowbell.
I got a fever, and I need more cowbell. More cowbell. Ding, ding, ding. You remember that in Will Ferrell?
Yeah.
The belly hanging out.
Yeah.
And he was like rocking the belly while I was doing it.
Yeah.
I don't know how he did it, but it was amazing. If you've not seen that,
That's a great skit. Yeah.
YouTube, SNL, cowbell, you'll thank us later.
More cowbell.
Promise you.
Don't fear the reaper.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
It was a Journey. Was it Journey?
No.
No, it wasn't Journey. Who was it?
Blue Oyster Cult.
Blue Oyster Cult. And he was like, I'm a normal guy. I put my pants on one leg at a time, but once I get them on, I make gold records. Something like that. Okay.
Oh my God.
What is one thing listeners would be surprised to learn about you?
About me.
Yeah. Well, about you, but
yeah.
we can ask each other that. So
Oh.
I don't really know. We've been pretty transparent. So I don't know about me or you. I don't think we've really not disclosed much of anything, really, so far. Okay. I'll give one about me.
Okay.
And you can answer for yours. I love vampires and anything vampire related.
Mm-hmm.
And zombies, like the zombie apocalypse, I have a friend that's always going on about, like, dude, it's real. It's going to happen. I'm like, you're ridiculous. You sound like a fool. Now, vampires, that's a real threat. That's a real threat. Say what you want. I'm telling you, they're real. And I ain't talking psychic vampires. I'm talking whatever. Judge me later. We can do a whole episode on that one. But what's something, my wife, she'll look at my search history. She's like, look, man, I don't. What are you looking for vampire killer kits for? And I'm like, mind your business, man.
Yeah, they got those kits.
Yes, they do.
Yeah, holy water and everything.
I'll give you a funny story after this that'll be off time, because you give a funny story. I got one for you, but
okay.
Go ahead. What's something that our listeners will be surprised to learn about you, Clint? I got one.
What?
How old were you at that first birthday party you had?
I was 46.
And that was your first real birthday party?
Yes. Yeah.
I remember that.
Yeah. Yeah. There you go. I had my first real birthday party at the age of 46. Yes. Mm-hmm. That's true. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So I got a funny story for you guys. So years and years and years ago, Jordan was a baby. I tell you how long ago it was, right? And her mom was still with us. And, internet was this cool new thing, trying to get the fastest dial up on the block, that kind of stuff. That's how long ago it was. There was this new phenomenon, wasn't necessarily new, but it was finally catching on, and it was called eBay.
Okay.
And she was telling me about this eBay. You can bid on items, and anything in the world you want is there, that kind of thing. I said, I promise you, I'll look for one thing that does not exist on this eBay. In this fad that's going to go away and it's not going to catch on.
Yeah.
Amazon, forget it. Who even knows what that is? So I go on there and I look for a vampire hunter's kit. Not one on there.
Really?
And she said, this is early days. And she said, you know why? Because nobody's interested in weird stuff but you. I said, okay. Well, she goes upstairs to take a nap. It's the weekend. I remember it was raining. I remember everything. She goes to take a nap. I'm bored.
Yeah.
I said, So I went on eBay. I created an account. And I advertised with no pictures that I was a rich traveler. It's a completely fabricated story. Not the story, but that part. So I fabricated this thing. I'm a rich traveler. I travel throughout the world. I love Eastern Europe and stuff like that. And through my travels, I have come across this authentic 1700s vampire hunter's kit. Real deal. And I started the bidding at like $200 or something like that, just to be whatever. So when she wakes up later, and I let it go. No pictures yet, because it's getting shipped to me from over there.
Yeah.
Right? So I made up something. So no pictures, no evidence, no nothing. Start the bidding off. Well, she wakes up and I tell her what I did. And she goes, nobody's going to bid on that. I said, I just wanted to prove it to you, that this thing is silly. I really don't know what I was trying to do. We open it up. She hops on it. She goes, wow, this thing's up to like $400. People are bidding like crazy.
Oh, my God.
I was like, see, I told you there's a market for it. Now I'm sitting over here gloating, and then she goes, all right, smart guy, where's your kit? Like, if you don't pay, you could get in trouble. And don't, confident. I was like, crap. So I had to go on this eBay and create a whole nother persona and outbid everybody.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah. This went on. I got like $500. And then I tried to make one to sell, and it looked like absolute garbage. That wasn't going to happen. Anyway, that's my.
Oh, my gosh.
That was a good one.
Oh, yeah, that was good. Yeah.
Your go.
Oh, what a tangle web we weave.
I'm telling you, man. And eBay did catch on, and I should have invested, and I was wrong.
Yeah. Do over.
Uh-oh.
The thought that just hit my head, and I'm going to say it. I swear I'm going to say it. Okay, here we go.
Okay. Got me nervous, man. What is this? If it takes his breath like that, and it's not a zombie,
oh my God.
I don't know what's that.
Oh my, the thought that just popped in my head. Oh, gee. Yeah. Here we go. What's the most expensive? What's the most expensive thing in your house? My wife.
Oh, boy. Okay. You better be sure comments are turned off. You better be sure.
It was, I mean, seriously, as soon as I saw that, it was like, boom, yeah, my wife. Yeah,
But is that your answer?
Yeah, that's my answer. She's the most expensive thing in
I
my
cannot
my
believe
house.
you would say that, man.
Yeah.
I really don't know how to take you now.
I love you, but yeah.
Same answer. Same answer for me. I love you, baby, but you know.
And most expensive thing, yeah.
Yeah, let's move on. Let's move on. That right there
We'll
could cause some issues.
We might have to cut that one.
So I don't know about that.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, it's my go?
Yeah.
Okay. We're zooming through these things. Let's see. All right, here we go. Oh, boy. Ooh. If you could send a message back to your younger self, what would it be, and how old would you be when you sent it?
How old would you be when you?
Well, no.
or
Excuse me. How old would
do
you? The old you. How old would that person be? The old you when you send it to them. So if I could send a message back to my younger self, would it be when I was like 21, when I was 30?
Okay,
and what would
gotcha.
I think that's what it said.
Yeah. Okay.
So that's a deep one. If you could send a message back to your younger self, what would it be, and how old would you be? Oh, man, I don't want to get deep since it's been lighthearted, but man, there's so much. Like what?
Yeah.
I don't know if I could pin it down to one. Could you?
Yeah. I could.
Okay. What would that be?
Don't make a joke about lightning.
Well, and how old would you be?
I don't know how old I was.
It knocked the memory out. So you don't even know.
Yeah.
Whatever age it was, you got hit by lightning.
Yeah, whatever age it was, I got hit by. What happened is, did I ever say lightning?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I did. Yeah. Recap if you didn't.
Recap it.
That was a storm. And I was, I was taking care of some cattle, and I went out the back door. And when I went out the back door, lightning had struck. I don't know, several hundred yards away, and I just looked up. I said, "You missed me," and and he didn't. And I got hit by lightning after that.
I would say for me, I'd say early 20s. And I want to give you one of those really good philosophical deep ones and say, man, don't take a day for granted. We all know that.
Mm-hmm.
But what I'm going to say, realistically is camels do blend with the desert.
That's my greatest story.
You're lightning, my camel, baby. They blend. If you think they're big, how can you miss them? Desert's even bigger. That's all I'll say.
I got to comment on that.
Comment.
When he told me this story, we were talking, just like this. We were talking, and Jamie says, you hit one camel and you get labeled a bad driver.
That's a fact. I don't let Vaughn drive anymore.
And then, so we went on and, to other topic, whatever, change subjects and whatever. And, like 2 or 3 minutes later, and then James, out of the blue now, we're not on the subject anymore. We're on something else, but out of the blue, and he goes, and they blend. I'm like, what? I don't even know what he's talking about. I said, what? He goes, camels, they blend.
They do. And they make weird noises when you hit them too. Yeah. They make weird noises, man.
Oh,
hey, that's a good one.
Oh.
All right, short term. Too much fun.
All right, here we go. Okay.
It's getting better. So the good ones were at the bottom.
Yeah, they're down at the bottom. Yeah. If you had a personal warning label, what would it say? Oh.
Okay, I'll do yours. You do mine. How about that? I'll say yours is don't use electronic devices next to water. How about that? Because the odds of you getting popped again are pretty high. It's pretty high. I don't know. That's all I got.
Okay. If you came with a warning label, what would it say? If you came with a warning label, what would it say? Maybe a few minutes late.
That is fair enough. Beyond fair. Yeah.
Oh, I'd say that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. All right, dude, we're down to 3. I think we can finish them out.
Oh yeah.
This is a good one. When is Clint going to tell the Batman story?
Oh my. Oh yeah. You got to. Oh my gosh. All right.
Nothing's too taboo, Clint.
Okay. Well, yeah. All this stuff you can't see it because it's like right above this Stella Artois mirror, but there's a Batman thing. Everything on these walls has a story. Everything has a story to it. And there's a Batman sign up there. All right. Well, when I was in the Navy, I was stationed a naval base that didn't exist on a map. At this time, this was where SEAL Team 6 was headquartered out of. And it, literally there was no map to it. And it freaked me out when I was like, I'm trying to report to a base and I can't find it on the map. This is before, GPS and all this, And so anyway, I was in training there, and my instructor, a guy by the name of Kevin Barks, was my instructor. Well, he was on they call it, it's sort of like the SWAT of the base. Okay. Mm-hmm. You call 911, it comes to them.
Right.
Yeah. And so they got a call, a 911 call from a neighbor, a guy, and he said, my next door neighbor is screaming her head off. She is screaming bloody murder. He said, and I can't, the doors are locked. I can't get, he said, I even tried to jump in there and I can't, he said, I tried to jump from my balcony to their balcony. And I can't because of the grill or something on there. But anyway, Kevin is, my instructor. He was, head of the team. We'll call it SWAT, but it's not, there's another name for it. Yeah. But, so they suit up. And the reason why is because, again, this is where SEAL Team 6 is based out of. They don't know in a domestic call if that is a Navy SEAL in there or not. Yeah. So you just can't come in there because the dude, will take you. Yeah. Yeah. He'll take a fork and kill 7 of you, So you got to really, and so they had the riot gear on, the whole thing, and they got to the apartment. It was on the 2nd floor, and the next door neighbor, he's out there, and they come up, and sure enough, they can hear this lady, and she is screaming her head off. Now the guy said, he said, the neighbor, he said, at first I thought, she was playing around, like, her and her husband was just play fighting or whatever, because she's like, hey, help me, call it. He said, but no, she got like, blood curdling, and so they took the little battering ram, they busted down the door, and they went in and they sweeping, and it was a hallway, there's a living room, and then there's another hallway, and the bedroom is, or the bedrooms are at the end of that hallway, and they could hear her down that hallway.
Yeah.
And so they go down the hallway, and they don't know they don't know if this dude's a SEAL or what, so they're taking, they're on guard. And so anyway, when they get to the bedroom, Kevin's the first one in the room, and he comes in, and he's got his weapon, and he comes in, he sweeps the weapon. So what Kevin sees is there's a woman, the woman that's screaming her head off. She's on the bed, and she is tied up. She's tied up. Yeah, you got to stop the timer on this one. She's tied up, one arm to this corner of the bed, one arm to that corner of the bed, and leg, right?
Hey.
And she's completely naked.
Nothing's off topic.
Nothing off topic. Yeah. So she's completely naked. And now that's her. And at the foot of the bed on the floor is a man, completely unconscious, and he's bleeding from somewhere up his forehead, his temple, somewhere up in this area. He does, Kevin doesn't know yet where, but he's the guy is completely unconscious and he's bleeding. Now, he is wearing a Batman costume.
The Batman story.
Only from the waist up.
I'm Batman.
From the waist down, completely naked. So,
look, from the waist up, I'm Batman. Yeah. From the waist down, I'm Bob.
I'm Bob. So, once they, she's like, would and she can't get loose, so they cut her loose. They let her get dressed now, and they tend to the husband, who's like, he is out, completely out now. Standard operating procedure for them is, they're not paramedics.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
So, and they don't allow, EMTs in, even if they secure, the premises, so their SOP is they bring a gurney in, they get them on the gurney, and they take them to the hospital. And the hospital deals with that. That now, they'll stop the bleeding and all this stuff, but like waking him up or anything like that, no, they're not going to do that. So anyway, they bring the gurney in, they put him on the gurney, they strap him down, and they're taking him out. Now, the woman, Kevin has to write a report what happened, and so he's got his clipboard and he's got the form he's done, and she's telling him what had happened. So she always had she's got a thing for Batman. And always had a fantasy of,
obviously, I mean,
yeah. So they were role playing. So he took her, as bad guy, and he took her, kidnapped her, and he stripped her down, and he tied her to the bed, and then he's gonna come back, and then he leaves. So then she's, help me. Now that's what the neighbor heard when he said he thought they were play fighting. That was, that was her, help me. Meanwhile, he goes, and he changes into his Batman costume from the waist up.
Be sure you remember that visual.
And waist down, naked.
Don't. Does that? That's pretty cool.
That's probably what he sounded like.
Oh, yeah.
And so anyway, she's help me. So he takes off running, and he runs down this hallway.
Yeah.
And now the plan was he was going to run down the hallway and bear into the bedroom, and he was going to jump. And then jump and dive onto the bed, and then festivities would start, right? So he was running full speed, and apparently he was very excited because he jumped too high. He hit his head on the ceiling fan, and when he did, it knocked his trajectory off.
Yeah.
Well, he hit the ceiling fan and fell at the foot of the bed, and he hit his head on the bed rail.
Okay.
At the foot of the
That's
bed.
what happened.
Knocked himself out.
She's tied up.
And she's tied up. Now, then he rolls over. I mean, he's completely, out of it. But he rolled, he fell off the edge, the end of the bed. Now, from her perspective, all she can see is two naked legs in the floor, and they're not moving. She can't see anything else, so she doesn't. All she knows is the legs aren't moving.
So all she knows, he's dead.
Yeah, he could be dead for all she knew.
Yeah,
but all she knew, he dove up and he hit the ceiling fan, flopped down on the end of the bed, and cracked his skull on the bed rail, and fell onto the floor. So help me, then become. Help me. Right. Really.
Help me. I'm out.
Bloody, So anyway, so they're taking the husband on the gurney. They're taking him out. Now again, the apartment's on the second floor, right? And so they're taking him out, and they're going down the steps. And one's got the head and one's got the foot, the bottom. We got to do something about that. So anyway.
I like it.
So he's coming, they're coming down. Well, they're going down the step. Now, again, the wife is telling Kevin all about this. And, so they're following as, Kevin's writing all this down. And when they're getting down the steps, it was at that point where she says, she got to the point where, I'm Batman. I'll save you. You know, and he's running and he says that. And when he said that, the one at the bottom, he got tickled and let go of the gurney. And so it jerked out of the guy at the top. It jerked it out of his hand and he boop, boop, floop, he fell. He went face down into the grass, into the yard.
It just keeps getting better.
Boom. And so they get him up. They can't, and how do you explain that to the wife? You know, they're all giggling and everything else. But anyway, they get him up. He is still out. And so anyway, they get him to the hospital Now Kevin has to explain everything to the admitting doctor at the ER. He has to explain everything to the doctor, and then the doc has to sign the form to release him from to take him in their care. So Kevin's out of it at that point.
Yeah.
And so the doctor is out, and they're running all kinds of tests and everything on him, and Kevin's telling him everything. Well, Kevin leaves out a couple of things, and one of them is about the gurney. And,
yeah, let's don't talk about that part.
We don't want to talk about that. And so anyway, Kevin explains everything to the doctor, and the doctor goes, "Oh, well, that explains the contusion." And he said, "But how did he break his leg?"
Oh my gosh, dude broke his leg for real? I didn't hear that part. I don't think. Maybe I left that out. I forgot.
Well, with the gurney.
Yeah,
when he fell into the yard, he broke his leg. They broke his leg when they let go of the gurney, and he fell into the yard. So can you imagine, dude? 1 minute he's about to have some
party
time with the wife, fulfill the wife's fantasy and all this, and the next thing he knows, he wakes up in the hospital with a broke leg and contusion.
I bet he can't watch Batman to this day.
I'm Batman. I'll save you. So anyway, that's why there's the Batman, and that's the Batman story.
Got the Batman story.
That was a long story.
Well, how about we do one more? We got time for one more then?
Yeah. Well, we got two left.
Well, you want to go ahead and do two?
Yeah, let's go.
One. My bad. Let's do two. Your turn, and then I'll do one.
Okay. Yeah.
I thought it was one. My bad.
All right. Here we go.
So Batman story.
That's the Batman story.
I am the Dark Knight.
And that should answer the other question if things off topic.
Pretty much.
Yeah. What do you wish more people understood about you? What do you wish more people understood about you?
That is deep.
I would say for me that I am sensitive.
It is in like
I have.
what?
Yeah, I mean, I have feelings.
Well,
I mean,
we know you're not a stone.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, but yeah, no, I'm a girl dad. I got $3.
Yeah,
things do
bother you, kind of.
Yeah, things bother me. You can hurt my feelings.
Yeah.
I guess I don't think a lot of people really think of me that way. So yeah, that would be mine.
I can see that now. I would say on mine, I'm sitting here thinking, I'm passionate. I'm just very passionate about what I do, anything, and I love people.
Mm-hmm.
I used to not care for people until the Lord changed my life, and I genuinely love people.
Mm-hmm.
And I overextend myself because of that. I
Yeah.
put myself out there more and bite off more than I can chew, and then wind up getting hurt a lot of times, pouring into people, and sometimes it's my own fault having expectations. I don't know, but I genuinely love folks like with no strings attached. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
And
That's true of you. Yeah.
so yeah, I don't know, I just love people, man. I'm passionate about it. And
Yeah.
Casey says I need to calm it down a little bit, and I'm like, but I can't help it. It's the way I'm rewired.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah,
Reborn,
I guess-
rewired.
Yeah, man. So I guess that's for both
Yeah.
of us, huh?
All right.
Maybe it's because we're getting old too. Who knows? I don't know.
Yeah.
Both have girls. I don't know.
Yeah.
Well,
All right. One more.
all right, one more. Let's see.
Boom, 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 boom. Delroy, seriously, dude, you gotta do better.
what made us start a podcast instead of just hanging out like normal people? Now, hold on a second. I don't think it gets much more normal than us two, okay?
Yeah, there you go.
You know, between Batman and vampires, we're normal.
We're
Well,
normal. The rest of the world is
Yeah,
screwed
the
up.
rest of you guys will need help. What made us start a podcast instead of just hanging out like normal people? I'll go first. I'll say, I don't know. It was just a way to get our thoughts out there to people, talk about things that I felt like and you felt like, because I came to you with this and you talked to me, you already had an idea. It's like the Lord made it happen. And I would say for me, it was just, this is probably stuff that people are thinking about. And a lot of times I can't find answers to it. I don't see other people doing it. So why don't we just step in and answer the questions they're all thinking but afraid to ask, kind of a thing,
Yeah.
I guess, from a biblical perspective.
Mm-hmm.
And when I say biblical, if you notice, sometimes we get really theological. Sometimes we don't get really theological. Like today,
Yeah.
it's like we're just normal dudes trying to break it down normally.
Yeah.
I guess that would be it for me.
I agree. We had, the podcast was really born out of, our conversations.
It really was, yeah.
We would have, and I found myself saying a lot that, if people just knew this,
Yeah.
or they don't, or they don't understand this, or they haven't heard this, or whatever, and it was just, well, and it got to a point where I think it was you that said, then more people need to hear this conversations. So how do we do that? Let's do a podcast, and let's put it out there. Put these conversations out there, and I think that was
Pretty much it. Yeah. Wasn't
how
nothing crazy. And then you had the idea of recording and doing YouTube.
Yeah.
And putting that, and it was just a really simple idea between two buddies, and it's just blossomed and grown, and it's still growing. We don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah,
I didn't expect it to be like this.
What do you think? And then I know it's not one of these, but what do you think the podcast will look like this coming year?
What do I think it'll look like?
Mm-hmm.
Well, if I can, this is not a shameless plug. I'm just putting it out there. So if it's bad, it's bad. But Theo Vaughn, if you know him,
Mm-hmm.
philosopher of our time,
Mm-hmm.
love Theo. I'd say a cross between something like a Theo Vaughn and the Sunday Cool Guys I told you about, and maybe some other who's a popular one you like to watch, theologian type thing. I don't know. I don't watch a lot of that.
Yeah, I don't even, and this is going to sound bad, and I don't really, but I don't really watch a lot of it because everybody, including myself, but everybody does, has something wrong, or they don't understand something, and I know it of myself. I say this and I believe this way, and I know there's people out there that says, you got that wrong, dude.
Yeah, man.
But so I find myself doing that, critiquing other Christians, and
To the point of judgment, though, is that what you would kind of?
I don't want it to get that way, but I feel like I am.
We're prone to it as humans,
Right.
right? Yeah, we're just
So-
prone to it. Yeah.
So I want to remove myself from that, and so, I just don't listen to a lot, because the things that we agree on, I already know about,
Well,
what I'm saying?
and I'll say this because I don't want to sound bad either. I have teachers and stuff that I like to listen to, and pastors and things like that. Not a lot of podcast type stuff, messages or
right.
just teachings. But a lot of that's another thing about the premise of this show, right? If you don't get it yet, Ravi Zacharias, if you know anything about Ravi, he went out, had a lot of bad things, right? Whatever. But still, he did a lot of good things, right? And the name of his show, his radio show, was called Let My People Think.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And for me, that always stuck with me. So I've kind of carried that philosophy since I've been in ministry and my Christian walk. And it's like, let me just throw a curveball at you. Just think about it from a different perspective. And 9 times out of 10, if you can get somebody to just think and maybe think from a different perspective, different pair of glasses, out of the box, and it opens up dialogue and conversation. And instead of, look, I'm right and you need to change.
Right. Yeah.
Or you're right.
Right.
And a lot of, I think maybe is that what you're saying is a lot of the not hating on you guys, Well, who's the guy that did the Michael Tate thing? The Mike Wingard, whatever.
Yeah, Mike Winger.
Smart guy, loves the Lord, great guy. But people like that are just like, all right, hey, check this out, y'all. Holy Grail right here. I figured it out. Now you guys need to get on this train.
Yeah.
And by the way, if you're not, you're heretic. You're wrong. Your theology's bad. We're more like, what do you think?
Yeah.
And we give you perspectives, but ultimately at the end of the day, I hope people just walk away, and they go, okay, I've got all this stuff from these different perspectives. What do I do with it? We'll take it to God, take it to prayer, scripture.
Yeah.
I just wanted people to think and not say we have all the answers, because if you haven't figured it out yet, between vampires and the Batman story, we're jacked up.
Yeah.
We're just normal dudes. And I told somebody this yesterday. I said, I do believe that when we get to heaven, us theologians, us pastors, us ministers and all that stuff, bishop, reverend, apostle, whatever you are, God's going to laugh. That's cute. You were so screwed up most of your life, but this is what this really means.
Yeah.
Because we really don't know everything, and we need to admit that.
I truly believe, yes, that's what's going to happen. Because, Paul says, we're going to know as we are known.
Yeah.
Hey, I think, and I think it's going to be, wow, was I completely wrong?
Absolutely.
And how simple. The truth that, wow, how did I not see that?
And just to be open, humble enough to be open to say, I might be wrong.
Yeah. But anyway, you've been watching and listening to After Dark with Jamie and Clint. I'm Clint. He's Jamie.
Still Jamie.
And we will stay tuned, stick with us, and watch the new year come in the new show.
That's what's up.
Yep. Until then, tell your mama I said hey.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to click like and subscribe.
When the sun goes down, we turn it up. After dark is when we feel your